welcome. All right, the topic is calm amidst chaos. And given everything that's been happening in our world, in our communities, and tomorrow, in recognition of what's coming up tomorrow, I want to acknowledge that and for us to be present to that. So it does seem like doom and gloom all around us, right? We don't know, I don't know about you guys, but every time I turn on the TV, there's something about something happening that shakes us up, and it keeps happening. And it's not just here, but in other parts of the world as well. It's been happening and continues to happen over and over. So tomorrow is, an example of that day where we remember individuals who passed on in the name of, protecting and providing us our freedom. And we want to honor that and respect that. But in addition to all of that, we are in the midst of also supply shortages, right? We are, viruses and pandemics and all kinds of things happening. And historically, if we look at the evolution of our society, there has always been illnesses, plagues, wars that have devastated nations and societies. With everything happening today in our world, as well as in our own land, our communities, our neighborhoods, homes, it is easy to be saddened and discouraged about the state of things. It is easy to become discouraged that things are shifting for the better. We question that. Are they really? Because there's no evidence, right? Around us, it seems like that. Here is one way to consider what is happening, and this may also apply in our own life, where we find ourselves experiencing disharmony or chaos. We are constantly evolving, learning, and growing, not only as spiritual beings, but also as a society. As we grow what at one time worked for us, and we accept it as part of our reality and truth, something will show up or happen to shake us up, to say this no longer works. So until we get it, until we get that message, things will continue to show up in our lives and in our society until we get it. This is nature's way of creating balance and harmony. It is constantly shifting as we shift. What do I mean by that? There is what is called law of balance. The law commands that all actions of any nature between pairs of opposites in nature or between man must be equal or balanced. The unbalancing of any situation causes negative reactions. For example, unbalanced marriages can equal divorce. Unbalanced businesses can equal bankruptcy. International imbalances can equal wars. Unbalanced chemical equal explosions and so on, right? Unbalanced health equals illnesses. So consider, what can we do? Can we change world events or the society we live in? Do we have the power to do that? Yes and no. Again, what do I mean by that? Well, we can't force someone, we can't force others, let alone a whole society, to do something that is not in alignment with their reality, right? At one time in our history, convincing people Earth is round, when the majority, if not all, believed that it was flat, got you killed for heresy. So what can we do? Well, we start with ourselves. We look at our own lives and see where there may be imbalances. Is there an imbalance in our health, as I mentioned earlier, for example, our relationships, our sense of joy in life or sense of contentment? Is there something missing there for us? In addition to this question, we can also remember who we are. Maybe we are the ones we've been waiting for to get us to our next phase of evolution on our spiritual path. No one is coming to save us. It is up to us to save ourselves because we are the ones to do that. One by one, as more and more remember that we are the sparks of God and we practice bringing in more and more of the divine light into and through our being, absorbing it, bringing it in again, radiating it, bringing it in again and expanding it. Now, wherever we are and wherever we go, we are the divine light shining through us. We are being the light that shines brightly. Darkness has nowhere to hide. Darkness cannot exist where there is light. Another way of imagining who we are is to imagine that the divine light running through us is a column of light. What do columns do? They are used to hold up structures, such as buildings. They are part of a foundation. What is that foundation for us? That foundation is Source, God. Columns are very strong and sturdy, and that is what is within each of us. So one person at a time, realizing this and really getting it eventually shifts societies. On a day-to-day basis, what can we do? Well, pay attention to what you are surrounding yourself with, such as TV programs, type of music, even people. Are they about drama and what is wrong with this world, or are they uplifting? Now, it doesn't mean that we put our head in the sand and not be aware of what's happening. But it's about not getting caught up in the drama. Standing in our light, then we are able to be observers, or then we are able to be connected to Source and receive solutions, receive information that would be of benefit to issues. So we want to surround ourselves with uplifting energies, such as inspiring and upbeat music. Dance, dance like nobody's watching. Laughter, listen to babies laugh or watch a funny show. Babies have an intrinsic laughter meter. They laugh at anything, they don't need anything to laugh. As we uplift our energy, we become more in alignment with the light of divine that is within us. We have more access to what is already and has already always been with us. We also get to be the calm amidst the chaos. In addition to that, one of the primary keys is also our thoughts, our mind. That's all energy. Maintaining and uplifting our energy also has to do with paying attention to our self-talk. How do we talk to ourselves? How do we think about somebody else, someone in social settings gets us upset or irritates us? What is the thought that we have about that person? We may not say it out loud, but that vibration, that quality of that thought actually goes out and reverberates. And it also actually comes back to us. And so it's not only going out to that person, but it's coming back to us. And so these are just a few things to consider and to contemplate on.